drive by, and if they wanted something, we'd take it to them.
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah.
Is that at Corrales Farmers Market?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's still open. Okay, good.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I've been wearing a mask and gloves wherever I go. I mean, I was doing that like a month and a half ago. In fact, before people started getting their own masks, this one guy chased me out of the store yelling at me that I shouldn't be out because he assumed because I had a mask on.
Oh, that you were sick.
And I was like, no, this is for your protection and my protection. I'm not infected, you know. But he made that assumption. He was just like, oh, livid on me. Whoa.
Wow.
Whew.
All right.
Now,
well, it's 10 o'clock, so I think we're going to get started.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
so I had mentioned. So
Yeah, just mute me.
Yeah, I have some weights. If you have weights, these are what we're going to be using today. If you don't have weights, don't worry. You can use water bottles. Welcome, Patty. You can use water bottles. Even nice. Okay, good, Sparky. If you don't have weights or if you don't have water bottles, that's okay. You can still do the exercises without anything in your arm. There's research that shows if you really are picturing that you're lifting these weights, your muscle doesn't know the difference. So don't worry if you don't have this equipment. It's still going to be a great workout for you. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure you have a sturdy chair. We're going to be sitting in a sturdy chair today. Hi, Diana. Diana's joined us now too. But I'm going to go put you on mute so that we don't hear all of your sounds. If your phone rings or someone walks in, we won't have all that. So I'm going to mute you all, but you can still hear me. All right, we set? Cool. Let's get started. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. We're going to be sitting in a sturdy chair. Do take care of yourself as I'm doing these movements. If I'm doing a movement and it doesn't feel comfortable for you, please listen to your body. We want to keep you safe. We want to keep you, up and running, and we don't want you to do any movements that might hurt a joint or might not feel comfortable. So listen to your bodies as you do this movement. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with warming up. So go ahead and let's do some big circles with our shoulders. Really big circles. We're going to raise those shoulders up high, bring them all the way back, all the way down. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that. So we go way up high, as far back as you can, down, and then back forward. Loosening up the muscles around the shoulders and the neck area. Also getting some fluid flowing in there. Today is a little chilly, right? We need to get some warmth in those joints. One last full circle all the way up, back, down. All right. We're going to stop and let's change direction. So I'm going to go the opposite direction. Same thing though, bring those shoulders up as high as you can. Bring them forward. Bring them way back, really big circles. One last circle all the way up, forward and back. Nice. Let's go ahead and take one arm. We're going to do big circles with the one arm. As you do your circles, I want you to follow it with your body all the way back and then come back forward. So let's do this sideways. See how I open up my body? That means I'm going to open up all these muscles right through here as I make sweeping circles with my arm. Reach as far high as you can, all the way back. Reach forward towards me, up towards the ceiling. One more time. Let's stop. We're going to change direction. Big circle. Go ahead and follow that with your body. Go ahead and look at it as you go. Nice job. I can see everybody moving. One last time, all the way back, all the way up, and let's stop. Let's rest that hand on your knees. Let's do the opposite side now. So I'm going to scoot over so I have more room on my chair. And I'm going to swoop that arm down all the way around. Letting my body follow that arm. So I did a nice stretch across my chest. One last time. We're going to stop and let's switch direction. Same movement, reach as tall as you can, all the way back. Come back forward. Nice. Oh, this feels great. One last circle. Nice, and step those hands right, set them right there on your knees. And we're going to raise those shoulders up and let them drop. Raise those shoulders up and drop. Up and drop. One last time. Let's squeeze them up as high as you can. Try to touch your earlobe and drop them back down. Nice. Keeping your hands resting on your knees so that your body is stable. We don't want our body to move during this movement. We're going to work just on our necks. So I'm going to look to my left and then look to my right. Go ahead and look back, both directions, back and forth. As you look, take your eyes and extend that gaze just a little bit further. You'll feel a little tension on the muscles around your eyes. Let's warm up those muscles around our eyes as we do this. Nice. Bring your heads back to forward position. We're now going to look up and down. Again, keeping your body stable. Only the neck is moving. As you look up, take your chin and shoot your chin just a little further towards the ceiling. You feel a nice stretch across the bottom jaw, all the way through the neck, all the way down to the chest. It's a nice stretch to release some tension in this area. Stretch that jaw out. Remember to breathe. One last time up. And one last time down. And back to center. Nice work. Good job. With our hands on our knees, we're going to warm our spines up a little bit by pulling our body forward and looking up, and then pushing back. Kind of looks like a cat-cow if you do yoga. So I'll turn to the side so you can see me. So I pull my body forward and look up. Push back, rounding the back, and look down. Let's go back and forth. Remembering to breathe as you do so. Starting to warm up that spine. Let's do two more. One. All the way back. And two. All the way back, round that back, look down, and then come back to neutral. Nice job. So we moved our spine forward and backwards. Now let's do circles with that spine. And so now we're warming that spine up as we rotate it in a circle, bringing fluid up the spine. You can keep your hands on your knees to help you do these circles, or you can hang on to the side of your chair. Really imagine like an egg beater moving around. So you're warming up that spine in a different direction. And you're starting to engage the hips now as we do this warm-up. Let's do one more full circle. And we're going to stop in the center. I'm going to switch direction. This is a great warm-up for the spine. Really moves fluid up inside the spinal area, all the way up to the neck. Let's do one more and stop in the center. Very nice. Go ahead and rest your hands back on your knees. We're going to raise that left arm up as high as you can. I'm going to tilt over to the opposite side. You can leave your hand on your leg, but if you want more stability, you can move it over to the, hang on to the chair. You can lean over. Really extend that arm so you feel a stretch all the way down the side where it connects to the hip. And let's bring that arm back down. You can rest it on your leg or you can hang on to the side of the chair. I'm going to bring that right arm up, reach as high as you can, and let's lean over. Really extend that hand, feel that stretch all the way down to the hip. And bring that arm back down, very nice. Want to go back and raise that left arm up, lean over. This time, let's take that arm back. And so let me see how you can see that better. As I take it back, I'm going to open up, just so I feel more of a stretch across my chest, through my armpit. And go ahead and bring that arm down. Let's bring that right arm up. I'm going to lean over and then open up again, leaning back just a little bit. So now I feel that stretch through my armpit. And bring it back down, nice. And so my next move, I'm going to use my legs. Let me sit back so you can see a little better. As I sit down, I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to shoot it out straight. So my leg is straight out. With my left leg straight out, I'm going to raise up that left arm as tall as I can. And then I'm going to lean over to the right. Now I feel that stretch all the way down my body, through my hip, all the way down my leg, and connect that foot to the ground. And push that arm up and push that leg down into the ground. And come on back. Nice job. Let's try the opposite side now. I'm going to put my right leg out straight. Move my water. Raise that right arm up nice and tall. And let's go ahead and lean over. Again, I feel that stretch all the way down through my hip, all the way down to my leg. Really extend through that arm. Push down with that leg. And with that leg and arm back. Great work. We're going to do both sides one more time. We'll add a little bit of a variation. Left leg out straight. Left arm up. Now I'm going to lean towards that outstretched leg. So instead of going the opposite direction, I'm going to lean towards that leg. And bring that arm back up. And bring that leg back in. Nice job. And let's put that right leg out straight. Reach that right arm nice and tall, and let's lean towards that leg. And bring that arm up. Go ahead and bring it back down and bring that leg in. Nice job. I want you to take your hands, clasp them together. You're going to hang on to your knee, and let's bring that knee up to your chest. This is going to help open up the hip area. And we're just going to give ourselves a nice little hug. Now I'm going to release my hands, go under my leg, so I'm holding my leg up. And so if you see me from the side, that leg is extended straight out. And from here, I'm going to do some circles. And you know I'm at home because I totally forgot to put shoes on, and you see that I have slippers on. That's a little embarrassing. That's what's nice about doing these from home, right? It's snowing outside, I've got slippers on. All right, go ahead and pull that knee back up, give yourself a hug. and release. Great job. Let's do the other leg. Pull that leg up, giving yourself a hug. And when I do this, I want my back to be nice and straight. So my leg is coming to me. Don't curl down because then you're going to put some pressure on your lower back. Keep your back nice and straight and bring that leg into you. Great job. Switch those hands under your leg as you extend that leg out straight. And let's do some circles. Do some circles with the feet. Warming up the ankles. And bring that knee back in. Give yourself a hug. Watch that back. And release. Oh, I'm feeling better already. I'm going to put my hands underneath my legs and let's bring both feet up at the same time. Point those toes at you and then point them at me. Point them at you and then point them at me. And if you see me from the side, I'm pointing them back towards me and then pointing them away. Warming those ankles up a little bit. Getting a little bit of a workout here in the thighs. One last time, point them towards you, and then point them away. Great work. Let's put our arms out. We're going to do our circles. I'm going to start with some small circles. As you do these circles, make sure your feet are flat on the ground, back is straight. Hold your abdomen in nice and tight. This is going to help strengthen your core. We're going to bring those circles to a medium size. And let's go large circles. Remember, we talked a little bit about how powerful our minds are. If you want to imagine that you've got some kettlebells in your arms as you do these circles, you can get an added workout here. One last circle, stop at the top. We're going to switch direction. Still doing big circles. Moving to our medium circles. And to our small circles. And relax those arms. Oh, good job. Nice work. So we're going to do a little warm up on the arms here. We're going to do a strike. And so I have my hand in a fist. As I make my fist, let me get a little closer so you can see my fist. As I make a fist, I'm going to close my fingers. My thumb goes on the outside. And so you can see my thumb holding in right there. And so this is going to be our striking fist that we have right here. And so I'm going to make a fist with my left hand and my right hand, and I'm going to pull them in by my waist. And then I'm going to punch out with my left, and then I'm going to pull that hand back, and I'm going to punch out with my right. And so we're going to do this for a count of 10. So put your hands at your waist, feet flat on the ground, back is straight, hold that abdomen in, and let's strike out. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Good job. Nice. I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm going to add a little bit more complexity to this. So if you notice, my hands are facing up and they're at my waist. When I strike out, as I'm about to strike, my hand turns. You see that little twist right there? This is where the power comes into the strike. And so as my strike comes out, I can feel that power right at the end. So we're going to do this one more time for a count of 10. Hands, palms are up, come out and twist. Come out and twist. There. Let's do that one more time. Hands at your waist. You can start with either your right hand or your left hand. And let's count out for 10 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Great job. Let's put our hands at our side, feet again flat on the ground. Keep that abdomen nice and taut. We're going to keep this core nice and strong. It's our stability for our whole body. My palms are facing down towards each other. I'm going to raise them up, clap them, and come back down. So my hands face each other. They turn away as I come down. And so it's like a jumping jack, right? And so let's raise those hands up and back down. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Great job. Nice. All right. Let's loosen up those shoulders a little bit, all that working out. Sometimes when we do any type of work with our arms, we build some tension around the neck. And you want to be aware of that. And so whenever you feel your shoulders creeping back up, you want to let them relax and pull them back. Okay. So if you have your weights, we're going to grab our weights now. If you don't have weights, remember you can use water bottles, a can of food, whatever you grab onto, make sure that you've got a good hold of it. We don't want you to raise something above your head and have it drop on you if you don't have a good grasp. Again, if you don't have water bottles or weights or something to hold, you can just use your hands. Still going to be a great workout. So I've got my weights in my hands. My palms are going to be resting down. So my palms are down and my palms are facing each other. And so now this is going to be a bicep move. I'm going to lift that arm up and only use my biceps. So let me turn sideways so you can see. And I'm going to lift up for a count of 10. 1, and then back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Take a breath in. Watch those shoulders. Make sure that they're staying nice and relaxed. We're going to do this again. This rep is going to be for a count of 8. This time, as you bring your weights up, I want you to imagine that maybe you have a big ball right here. You have to push those weights down to get past that ball. This way, you're going to get a workout moving your weight up, and you'll get a workout as you push that weight down. So go ahead, rest those weights by your side, palms facing each other, and let's count up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to straight, 5, 6, abdomen tight, 7, 8. Let's really push down hard. All right, take a deep breath. See what your shoulders are doing. Last time, let's count to 6. 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. All right. So we're going to do our next move is going to be a bicep move too. But if you want to take a little break, make sure I've got my water here. Make sure you stay hydrated. Nice. I muted everybody, but I'm still hearing a little bit of noise. So I'm not sure if everybody muted themselves, so we don't hear your background noise. All right, so we're going to do the biceps again. This time my palms are going to be facing up. So my palms are up, and I'm going to do the same move, isolating the biceps right here. Rest those hands down at your side for a count of 10. 1, raise them up and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Watch those shoulders. Make sure they're relaxed. And thank you. Someone turned off the, I don't hear the noise anymore. So I'm in my living room and I'm actually facing a window that faces outside and it's snowing outside right now. So kind of a cool shot for me. Same exercise. This rep will be for a count of 8. Watch your back. So as you're doing this movement, you don't want to tilt your hips forward. Tilt those hips back so that your back is in a straight line. Feet are flat on the ground. For a count of 8. 1, 2. I'm holding my abdomen in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. All the way down. Nice. We have one more rep. Last rep of 6. Take a deep breath in. Watch those shoulders. Make sure they're relaxed. Prepare your weights. Palms facing up. Count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Nice. Great job. Good work. Take those weights and we're going to hang them at the side. So my palms are facing each other. So I'm gonna lift them up this way here. Lift them up like airplane arms. So my palms are at the side, feet are flat on the ground. Tilt those hips back, tuck that abdomen in, relax those shoulders. I'm gonna raise them up for a count of 10. 1, up like airplanes, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And relax. Whew. This one really wants my shoulders to creep up. So I'm going to take them up and push them back down. Let them really relax. Next rep for a count of 8. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Tilt those hips back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back down. Nice. Again, make sure the shoulders are relaxed. We have one last rep. This rep is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Up and back down. Very nice. Go ahead and rest those weights on your knees. Listen to your shoulders. Make sure they're nice and loose. From our knees, we're going to do the same lift, but our weights are going to go straight in front of us. So let me turn to the side so you can see me. My weights are resting on my knees. I'm going to lift those weights up straight in front and release. Again, when you lift up, make sure you're not tilting your hips forward. Tilt those hips back. Push that back nice and flat. Let's lift for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Great work. We're going to give our arms a break in between. With the weights on our knees, I'm going to push up on my tiptoes, raising those weights up and then releasing. And so we're going to push up on our tiptoes and then release. So let's do that for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's hold it. Hold up on your tiptoes. Really try to go to the top of your tiptoes. Did you guys watch the Titanic? Remember when she did her dance and she went up on her tippy toes? And release. Nice. Now we're going to move back to lifting our weights, and this one's going to be for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight out in front of you and release. Nice. Okay. Weights are on our knees. Back is straight. Let's go up on our tiptoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going all the way to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's hold it up as high as you can on those tiptoes and release. Nice. Last rep, lifting up our arms. It's time for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. And release. Grab our knees one more time for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Nice job. Good work. We're going to hold these weights in front of us. And so now my palms are facing me, almost as if I'm giving myself a knuckle tap here. Palms facing in towards your chest, knuckles touching. I'm going to open those arms up and close them. This is a little bit tougher. We're going to do this for a count of 10. So hold that back nice and straight. Keep that abdomen tucked. And let's go. 1. And back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Bring those arms back and release. Nice. Whew. Take a deep breath. Relax those shoulders. Good work. Let's bring those weights back to our chest. It's time for a count of 8. 1. Open up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one. 8. All the way back and release. Good work. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up. Relax them. Can you just circle them? Oh, we got one more rep. Let's bring those weights to our chest. And for a count of 6. 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way out, all the way back, and release. Great job. I'm going to give our arms a little bit of a rest as we move to work our core right here. And so I'm going to hold both my weights, my water bottles, or just my hands together, and I'm going to drop them to my right side. And then I'm going to move these weights over to the left. But as I move them, don't use your arms to move them. Imagine these muscles, these strong core muscles, are pulling these weights to one side to the other. And so you really want to isolate these muscles as you do this move. So both hands to the right side. Let's go ahead and pull it over for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use that abdomen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way over, and then let's come back to the center. Good job. You really want to be picturing these muscles pulling together, pulling that weight over. That's what's going to give you this workout. This is that tough area to lose weight, right? We always have fat right here that has that trouble spot. This is a great move for that area. Let's do this again for a count of 10. So let's drop our weights to the left side. I'm going to pull them over for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way across and go back to the beginning. Whew, great work. I'm going to separate my weights now. I'm going to put one down. And this is I'm reaching down to the ground to pick something up. And then my opposite one is going to pull up right where my bra straps rest right here. And then I'm going to switch and I'm going to drop this arm down. This hand comes up. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. So go ahead and choose a side. I'm going to drop to my right, bring my left arm up, and let's go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to center. Good work. I'm going to do that one more time. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. I'm going to let my left hand drop. Right hand's going to rise up. Same count, number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and back. Whew, good job. Take a deep breath in. Now might be a great time if you want to take a sip of water. Remember, you want to keep yourself hydrated, especially since we're locked inside, right? So we're inside either with the heater or we're not getting that fresh air and we can become hydrated or dehydrated, sorry. Our next move is going to be working our chest muscles right here. We're going to rest those weights on our palms, almost as if I'm holding a tray, elbows out, cactus arms, and I'm going to lift up towards the ceiling and bring them back down, back to my cactus arms. You can grab on to whatever it is that you're using, whether it's a water bottle, a can, or your weights. I like to open my hands up so I'm not so tense in the wrist and in the hands. And that way, only my muscles right here are being used. So let's lift up those cactus arms for a count of 10. Watch your back, make sure it's straight. 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Good job. Whew, that one's a tough one, right? As you're doing these exercises, you really want to be conscientious to tilt those hips back, keep your back nice and straight. This is going to protect your lower back from being pulled. Let's lift those weights back up. Nice cactus arms. Open up your hands as a shelf. If you want more of a workout across your chest, you can open those arms back just a little bit more, and you'll feel a little bit more of a pull right for the chest here. And let's do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. And back down. Nice. Check in with those shoulders. We have one more rep. Next rep will be for a count of 6. Check your position. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Tilt those hips back. Bring those weights up. Cactus arms. If you want to open them up a little bit wider, let's do a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up. Cactus arms and release. Good job. Nice work. We're going to work the back of our arms now. And so we're going to lift these weights up over our head, drop our elbows, and so we're going to lift the weights. Let me turn sideways so you get a better look at that one. Again, my back is nice and straight, tilting my hips back, lift my arms straight up, dropping them behind me, and then I'm going to lift up. And we're going to start with our first rep for a count of 10. Let's lift them up, drop those elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and release. Whew, good job. We have 2 more reps. Go ahead and look at those shoulders, make sure they're nice and soft. We're going to raise those arms up, this time for a count of 8. Drop those weights back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all the way back down. Nice work. We have 1 more rep. Watch those shoulders, make sure they're relaxed. Remember to breathe. Whew. Last rep, this one will be for a count of 6. Bring those arms up, drop those elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Drop it back down and forward. Whew, good job. We're going to set these weights aside and we're going to move to our legs now. So you want to set these weights out of the way. Find a comfortable position, feet are flat on the ground, back is straight, tuck that abdomen in. We're going to raise that knee up and then put it back down. Looks real simple, right? You can hang onto the chair for stability. You can rest your hands on your abdomen if you want to feel those ab muscles working, or you can just set them out. But we're going to lift the right knee and the left knee. And so let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Nice. We're going to do almost the same move, only this time we're going to lift these knees together and back down. This is a lot harder on our abdomen, so you could do it by hanging onto the chair. You can lean back in the chair if you need a little more support today. If you want more of a workout, you can sit on the edge of the chair and your abdomen is going to do more of the work. You put your hands on your abdomen for even more of a workout. And we're going to lift our legs, both knees together for a count of 10. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull them up and let them down. Good work. Now we're going to take those legs and hold them straight out. And I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me. Again, you can lean up back against the chair if you need that support today. You can hang onto the chair. You want to make sure your back is flat. You're going to lift those legs up and back down. We're going to do this for a count of 10. 1, lift them up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold these legs out. Let's hold legs out for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Great job. All right. I think it's time to get our heart rate up. So let's go ahead, find a comfortable position in your chair. We're going to start by marching. And you can march by hanging onto your chair. You can lean back if today you need a little more support as you march your legs. The goal is to move our body so that our heart starts to pump a little faster. We're not out moving like we're usually doing during the day, so we want that heart to get some exercise. So let's march in place. If you need more of a workout today, you can move your arms as you do this. Bring those knees up, swing those arms, and march in place. The goal is to raise that heart rate, get that blood flowing. Remember to breathe. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit. We're moving a little faster now. Still marching, raising those knees up. A little faster. Get it moving, good job. I see some movement out there. Move those legs, move those arms. Couple seconds more. All right, let's slow down that pace. And let's stop. Check in with your heart. Maybe you want to feel how fast your pulse is beating. Now you can slow this down. Take a deep breath in. Relax your body. Let those shoulders sink down. Feel your heart slowing down. Remembering to breathe. Nice. All right, I'm going to start again. This time, let's not bring our knees quite so high. It's almost as if we're walking in place. Moving those legs. Swinging those arms if today you want a little more of a workout. Or maybe today you're hanging onto the chair. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's walk a little faster. Let's pick up that pace. I'm starting to jog. I got a squeaky chair. Let's move a little faster. Now I'm running. Run in place. Move those legs. Get that heart pumping. This is great to bring that heart rate up and then let it go back down. We're going to bring it up as high as we can. Ooh, running in place. And let's go back to a jog. And slow it down to a walk. And stop. Nice. Check that pulse. And let's slow it down. Take a deep breath in, let it out. Let that body relax. Let that heart slow down. This is a great way to de-stress. Teach your body the difference between that pulse being raised and relaxation. Let that body relax. Nice. Our last exercise to get the heart moving is our rebound, back and forth. All right. So what's going to happen is you're going to bring those feet up. They're going to go out. As soon as they touch, they're going to come back in. Almost as if we're doing a jumping jack. Do you remember in elementary school, you jump out and jump back in? Today, you may want to lean back against your chair as you do this. You can scoot up on the edge and hang on to the edge, or you can actually do the full jumping jack, however you feel comfortable today. But I'm feeling pretty confident in you. Let's do a count of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got this. 11. Keep going. 13, 14, 15, and back. Great job. All right. Whew. All that work with the legs puts a little bit of tension on the lower back. And so we're going to loosen up that lower back just by leaning forward. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. I'm going to tilt at the hips as I bring my body forward. Don't let your back round. This actually adds tension to the lower back. Back is straight, and then just lean all the way forward up against your legs. If it feels comfortable, go ahead and let those arms rest and touch the ground, and let your head fall so it feels heavy. Remember to breathe. And walk your hands back up. Oh, that felt good. I want you to take your knees and spread them out. So my feet are flat on the ground, but my legs are spread in my chair. And I'm going to rest my elbow on one knee and then the other. So now I'm resting on my knees. I'm going to let that belly kind of hang forward. And as I do this, I feel a nice stretch on the inside of my thighs right here. So I'm leaning forward, opening up the inside of my thighs. I'm going to go ahead and lean to the right and lean to the left. And let's do it one more time, to the right and to the left. And take your palms and push them down against the inside. So I'm pushing my legs out, opening up this inside thigh just a little bit more. Pushing them open. Remember to breathe. Now take those knees and push against your hands. So your knees are trying to come in, but your hands are pushing them out. And so you've got this push play going on. Pushing outward and pushing inward. And relax. Now we're going to take those hands all the way down to the ground. Again, let that head drop. And go ahead and bring those elbows back to your knees. Nice job. Hands to the knees, push your body up. Let's bring those legs back together. I'm going to take my right foot, rest it on my left leg. This is my figure 4. And we're going to lean forward. Now, as we lean forward, again, watch that back. Don't let the back curl. Back is nice and flat as you lean forward. That way we're not pulling on the lower back and we're stretching out that hip muscle. And so we want to find that stretch in the hip. So we're going to lean our body forward. Some of you may be a little more flexible. You can push down and bring this leg a little more horizontal to the floor. Remember to breathe. If you feel that tightness, imagine your breath breathing right through that tightness. And as you exhale, let it exhale out through that tightness. Breathing in and releasing. And as you release, maybe you can lower just a little more. And come back up. Let's release that leg. I'm going to put the other leg up. And your legs might feel a little different, right? Maybe this one, the knees up a little higher, or maybe this one's more flexible. That's typical. And go ahead and lean forward. If you can add a little more tension, put your arm on that leg. Remembering to breathe. Breathe right into that tightness. And release. Breathe in. And release. Couple more seconds. The hip area tends to be an area that we hold a lot of tension. This is a great stretch, especially if you're sitting more than normal. You build that tension in the hips, and this will help release that. Nice job. Push your body up. Let's unwrap that leg. Nice. I'm going to take my left arm and I'm going to make a big circle like we did at the beginning of class. But this time I'm not going to let my body follow it. Just my eyes. I want my eyes to follow where my hands are going. Now you may lose sight of that hand, maybe right about here, maybe here. But as we continue this practice, you start to build that peripheral vision. The muscles around your eyes can be built just like the muscles in your arms and in your legs. To make some big circles as we wind down this session. We just kind of build those muscles around our eyes. I'm going to rest that hand and I'm going to switch and do the other side. Again, don't let the body turn, just the arm is going and you're watching with your eyes. And you might find that one side's a little stronger than the other. Nice. Let's take both arms out. Wiggle those fingers so you can see your fingers at the same time. My head is staying stationary, looking forward, but my vision is able to see my hands on both sides at the same time. Wiggle those fingers. And you can kind of play around if you need to bring your hands in to begin with, and then pull them out to see how far you can go. Again, this is a great way to strengthen that peripheral vision. Strengthening the muscles around your eyes and relax. Nice. Okay. I'm going to take both our hands. I'm going to loosen up our abdomen right here by taking our hands down to the right and come back up, almost like a figure eight. Making smoothing movements. So we worked our muscles hard today. We want to release that tension so that we're not as sore tomorrow. So this cool down at the end of your session helps release lactic acid. And so you're not so sore the next day. One last time. Stop and let's go the other way.
Call from left 2 or NN.
Someone's phone's going. Now we're going to stop in the center. Hands on your legs. Let's scoot all the way back against the back of the chair. I want you to bring those arms out like airplanes. And we're going to lean back. Hopefully you have a really sturdy chair. Please don't do this if your chair feels a little wobbly. I don't want anyone falling backwards. We're going to actually release, let our head fall back, opening up our chest towards the ceiling. And bring those arms back forward. Nice. And bring those arms up as tall as you can. And we're going to lean back again. Let that head fall back. And come back forward. Nice. We've got time for just one more stretch. I'm going to take my right leg, cross it over my left knee, and I'm going to turn towards that direction. So I'm going to put my left hand on my right knee. Right hand is going to go to the back of my chair as I take a twist and look behind me. And come back forward. Remember, you can take that gaze just a little further. Let's twist the other direction. Right hand on left leg or the side of this leg here. And left arm goes back into a nice twist. And come back forward. Nice. Let's unwrap that leg and alternate. I'm going to switch. I'm going to twist to the back of my chair, look behind me. Come back forward. Last twist, opposite side. And come back forward. All right. Whew, that felt good. It's so nice to see everybody. I'm going to come up and I'm going to unmute you. If you have any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear from you. All right. So some of you might have muted yourself. So good to see everybody here. If there's any requests for next week, please let me know. I can add anything.